Hello, my friends. It is the 8th day of September. It is 2019. It is Sunday at lunchtime. I'm on my way back from church. Beautiful, beautiful day God's given us today. Nothing but blue skies from sight to sight. First, before I start, I want to say my prayers go out to the ones that were devastated in the Bahama Islands from the hurricane, and Florida and Georgia and up the coast, the eastern seaboard. My heart goes out to each and every one of you. I hope and pray that you and your loved ones were safe. I have close family in Georgia, and believe me, I know. And luckily, we've been spared. It looks like here in the mid-Atlantic, it looks like it's going to curve out before it hits this region. So, you know, my heart goes out to you. If you have to rebuild, that's terrible. I've been there. I had a fire in at the end of 2013. I lost about everything I had and had to start again. So it's not easy, but with prayer and being faithful to God, He will look out for you. He definitely will look out for you. I want to talk about something that I'm finding very disturbing. I rarely, if ever, bring up politics on this channel for a simple reason. There's enough channels on this platform to take that up, to fill your need if that's what you're looking for. But I'm seeing more and more disturbing things that are happening. I do believe that we are in the end times. How long those end times last? Well, you have to remember, our time, the way we keep time, is not God's time. So I can't answer that. What I can say is there's signs that's already occurred that we've seen. We've seen that, the wars, the rumor of wars. We've seen the devastation. We've seen the absolute purest of evil that one could ever imagine upon this earth. But I was watching some of the Democratic debates as much as I could possibly tolerate it, and they are serious about implementing socialistic programs or way to govern into the United States. And my friends, I do not for the life of me understand why this younger generation is so enamored with socialism. I don't for the life of me understand, other than the fact that they're being told by people like Bernie Sanders that they're going to get everything free. We're going to pay for your university. We're going to pay for, I'm not going through it. All the free they're out there saying. But the problem is, Bernie Sanders said something that really disturbed me, and that was to eliminate Social Security, to pay for some of his socialist programs. Now, I know that don't mean nothing to the young people. I realize that these 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds that have been brainwashed and been manipulated throughout their schooling to go in a socialist direction and or communist direction by these teachers and professors. They think it's nothing to get rid of Social Security. Well, it doesn't bother someone like Bernie Sanders, who, if he wasn't a multi-millionaire, he would be on Social Security. So would Elizabeth Warren, and so would Joe Biden. But to come out and say that one of the ways he would pay for this free health care and all of this free college and all that is, one example he's given is to remove the Social Security system as we see it today. Now, as I said, I know that doesn't mean nothing to a lot of the younger Americans, but that's devastating. But that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the way of life. If you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, sorry about the sun, and you are saved, you have a lot to worry about. Because we are seeing today the rise of these groups that are fighting back against anyone that does not toe their narrative, that does not believe their way. We're seeing these groups that, the little boys that wear the masks, going out with baseball bats and clubbing people over the head. And we're seeing news media taking up for them, calling them patriots. We no longer have a free and fair press in the United States of America. What we do have is a biased, radicalized media that does nothing but push a democratic narrative, propaganda on a daily basis. And it has gotten to the point that their propaganda has become weaponized. Now let me explain that. What I mean is, they're going out all the time. You're hearing on the news, we're in a constitutional crisis. We're at the edge. We're at the abyss. America's about ready to be destroyed. We're on the end. We're at the end of America. We're in a crisis. We must act. We must do something. We must not stand idly by why our America, our beloved America, is taken away from us. And the funny thing is, they're the ones that's acting patriotic, but they're the first ones that want to remove your freedoms of speech, your freedom of religion, your right to bear arms. They are the first ones that get in power. That's what they want to do, because they've said it. They do it by their actions. So our media has become weaponized through their propaganda. They are pushing these 20-somethings. They're whipping them up into a frenzy, and they're going out on the street thinking they're saving America, when in reality they're destroying America. They're being used by the Democratic machine, and once their usefulness is no longer needed, they will spit them out and throw them away, just like they always have, and like they will continue to do. This election coming up is probably the most important election that's ever been. You got to remember, 2016, everybody pretty well much figured Hillary Clinton had that in a bag. I mean, she had that election, so it wasn't so much, demanding as it is this election, because every presidential frontrunner on the Democratic side has already said that they will open the borders up and let anyone come in that wants to come and be an American. They can come right in. They're going to close all detention centers around the border. They're going to abolish ICE, the ones that capture these criminals and these illegals. They're going to do so much damage that within 5 years' time, this nation will no longer be recognizable. It will be a hellhole. And I hate to use that word, but that is exactly what it will be. It will be nothing but hell on earth. And when these 20-somethings finally realize they've signed away their freedoms, they've signed away everything that they cherished when they were younger for some free schooling or some free health care, it's too late then. Then they'll wake up and realize, but the damage will have been done. Will we be able to reverse? That's a different kettle of fish. But my video today, and I hate to do a political video of any kind, is the simple fact that you need to wake up. If you're a Christian, you need to wake up. Your freedom of religion is at stake. And I know that may sound doom and gloom, or it may sound over the top, but I promise you, go look at how many of these prayer vigils have been ended by violence. Go look. You'll see. Okay. Take care, and God bless, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.